Where does word kinship come from? Well, let me tell you a story, and I'll give you the best example of kinship, one of the best I've ever heard. 4th century church. At the time, the church was being persecuted, of course, but worse was Meridian pirates would come and steal and enslave the Christian men and leave the wives and the kids in their home. But the men were taken as slaves, and the Christians were being persecuted. They were not non-combative. They were passive. They were passive, yet very incredibly praus, warhorse type men. Now, the wives would go visit the men in slavery. They would bring the children of the men in slavery. Do you know how a lot of those men got to jail, got enslaved? Not by being captured by the pirates, but historian William Barclay speaks it better than anything. He said they sold themselves and exchanged their freedom for their brothers' slavery. And they took that on. These were men like you that had to pay a mortgage, like you that had to get on the train in the morning. Well, maybe not our train, but they got on the train in the morning. They went to work. Like you, they had dreams of having children. They had dreams of having grandchildren. They wanted to play golf. Did they have golf back then? I don't think so. Fred Flintstone had it. I don't know if the 4th century church had it. Okay, that was a rhetorical question, Joe. Anyway, but my point here is these are men who basically gave up themselves, left their families in the 4th century church, and paid a ransom so someone else can go free. You know what they were called? Kinsmen. They called each other kinsmen. William Barclay said they had higher ordeals than just their own family. They had higher ordeals than just their own family. Men selling themselves into slavery for another brother's freedom. Could you just sit on that for a second? And then ask what I ask. What makes a man do that? What in the world would make a man do that? His love for God. Yeah. Looking at what Christ did for him. Because Christ is your kinsman. Father God is called your kinsman